Wait a minute here. What just happened? No. Play it normally, you son of a bitch. Fortune Finder. They built their houses. All right, I'm going to play this in slow motion because this happens too fast. All right, so if you are going for the bounty of delete all starting vills and scout and win, then this does not count. You are not allowed to build your starting houses. You have to delete them. We also send our scout over. Now, did we get the sheep? I might let the houses go. I'm considering let the houses go just so that we have content.
Another one.
Okay, well, we got the sheep.
Another one. Another one.
Well, I'm considering allowing it. I think I might let that. I think I might let that go. Maybe he started playing normally, but then remembered. Well, I also think that in the grand scheme of things, well, that's kind of what I'm getting at, Matthias, is if I let this go here, then I always have to let it go. I don't know if I want to let it go every single time. I could dock. We could dock $5. But then I just feel like I'm being cheap. I shall let chat decide his fate by running a poll. And the poll is simple yes or no answer. There is no hemming or hawing or gray area. There is simply, do we consider this a clean bounty run? This poll will run for exactly 60 seconds, okay? Eagle Pack asks, did he go 0 pop at any point? I will quickly investigate that. He did not. The bill was out before the scout was deleted. If you want to be super technical about it. Now, the bounty is rather vague, but I did say it has to be immediately. That is a stated thing that I said. But I have made it clear that that is not the case, Pax, that you can't just like send them off somewhere. The poll is run. People are in favor. We have a 62% to 38% in favor of considering it a clean bounty run. I will say that any future bounty attempts after this one, this will not be tolerated. And I will just end the cast and pull another person out of chat if it happens again. Okay? But I will consider this a clean bounty run. As Beyond Violet says, he's going to lose. It'll be fine. What if he, by accident, wins the game? Well, look, right now he has half the score of his opponent. So, his opponent's up to feudal age and we have 15 vills. But if he by accident wins the game, oh, I see. Well, then we'll see. Yep, Emperor Alisan, that's why we're going to allow it. And I guess I'll have to add it. Delete starting vills at start of game. Oh, I also have to update a few things on screen. I got distracted by that. Sorry. There we go. And the elo is
준비.
it was like 998. I have it on spec dashboard. 1 second, quickly alt tab. This is why I need 5 monitors. Opponent is 993. We kind of forgot about our bills after we punched that. I didn't see what animal it was, but we punched it. Now we're coming in, and we actually have more vills than our opponent, but we're not up yet. So we'll see here. The one thing Fortune Finder has going for them is they have faster moving villagers. So we could potentially maybe chase the Korean vills down. Blue's going to go for an immediate wall in. We're going to switch to Red's POV
저요?
and see if they spot this at all, which they might. Apparently that's not visible. They didn't start building the house yet. The blacksmith is visible, though. Is Fortune Finder going to react to it? Sends a vill over to look. The houses are up. And the walls are up. And the tower will go up. This is a strange reaction from Fortune Finder. He's throwing down palisades around his opponent. Actually, if we manage to get our own tower up, but we're not feudal age yet. I guess that sort of lames his opponent. It could be worse. I'd kind of like to see Fortune Finder all in his opponent's base with Berber Vills. Just go and like try to attack everything. And now Blue has lost their starting scout. This is a welcome to 1,000 elo on the ladder. Holy moly.
Azul.
Fast feudal into blacksmith drop. It's classic. Blue is trying to shoot their way out. I think they have actually got out, but they have to delete stuff. Red got this. He'll win the bounty. This is really good. Just barely in range of that other tower, though. We could get some vills, but we're gonna lose 2 of our own, so not really worth it anymore. 3 of our own is really not worth it. Gotta run now. Yeah. 8 villagers back is pretty rough, guys. Trollermeister felt like they were never in a winning position, Labo Keys, and they eventually resigned when they were just lost. They were just playing to win, and they never got to a point where they felt like they could get away with making trade cards. People were watching someone and thinking that they were doing the same thing as watching like Survivalist play or someone play and do it, and not realizing that like it's really hard to have the high level map awareness that it takes to know exactly when to strike with the trade cards. They had caster brain basically, where they're looking like, wow, why don't they just do this? Look how wide open they are. Just send units in and attack, then you'll kill them. And it's just like, well, yeah, but Red sees this. Like, look how perfect blacksmith actually walls with berries. Yes.
This bounty run is as clean as your shirt. After eating Detroit-style deep dish pizza, a glob of goo all over your shirt is worth it, as Detroit's pizza will have you realizing the meaning of life. Get your hands on the unofficial sponsor of Grath, Deep Dish Pizza from Detroit.
It sounds so fucking good. Why does it sound so good? It sounds so real. How do I get this TTS to read stuff on my stream, man? God. If I could get a TTS channel point redeem that reads in specific voices, and then I could customize what it looks like, or hide it off screen or something, then I could add like goofy characters on stream pretty easy through Tangia. So I'll have to look into that. Defensive tower going down here for Fortune Finder.
Azul. Nakmama.
Red is close to Castle Age. Berbers will destroy. Red is close to Castle Age. I don't know about that, Emperor Al-San. Maybe if we didn't have the scouts queued up, it'd be a little bit closer, but I think it's more like if Red makes 3 scouts and sends them into Blue's base, Blue might just fold and die because their eco is like a potato eco. TTS monster, I think, is connected to StreamerBot 2 Proxys. That towering is fighting AI attack. This AI sucks when you wall in your towers. Yeah. This is a pretty solid defense, actually, from Red. The main issue, I think, is that we don't have good access to gold. Our next gold is all the way up there. Wood is whatever. You can just run and get wood. Especially as the Berbers, you can afford to kind of run around a lot more with your faster-moving villagers. Why does no fletching mean he'll win the tower war? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense, Emperor Al-San. Is there a kappa missing from the end of your sentence? Blue just continuing on their merry towering way. Because you need more vills with fletching for the same amount of arrows. Ah, really? That's ridiculous. So if you get fletching, you'll lose a tower war? Because you can't garrison enough vills to... That's... What? Four vills without and 5 vills with. What if you do 5 vills without? That is a strange... That is bizarre. That is unintended. That's what I mean when I talk about how the heck did someone program Age of Empires 2? Like, who thought of this shit? Who sat down and was just like, whoa. You see the split with the scouts? Oh, he's right there. Hit her. I think that might have been a jabate, guys. Yeah, it's a jabate. Blue's trying to jabate Fortune Finder. Rathrang, when will you become a React streamer and react to Spirit of the Law videos? Oh, this I already have done React videos like that, actually. Not a video. I've sat and watched YouTube stuff on Twitch before. I play so much AoE. 4 vills without, 5 vills with, and 5 vills without fletching is all the same damage versus the tower. Damage dealt is calculated based on the attack of the garrison units. The attack is divided by the tower attack. Fletching increases the tower attack. The village attack is the same. So what you're saying is that the damage is calculated based on the attack of the garrison units. The attack is divided by the tower attack. Fletching increases the tower attack, but villager attack is the same. So if you divide the attack by the attack given and then the attack taken, and you multiply it by the number of villagers that you have inside of the tower at any given time, squared to the root of pi, and then invert that by the inverse number of arrows that you fire into the sky and dance underneath until they shoot you because you're doing all this math. The scouts are slicing away at the villagers that are trapped and not fighting back. There they are. Okay. We almost got some, but not quite. Guys, Red has a vill lead. and is on the way to castle. Sure, they got a siege workshop, some bunch of guard towers around their base, a stable in their base, but they are on the way to Castle Age with more villagers than the opponent. Had enough of this tower discussion. Cease your investigations. Kill the spears. So many spears thrown into the trash. Okay, so now what we do is we all in with the Berber villagers. Attack. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was joking. Oh, God. They're faster moving. Maybe this will actually work. There's no second mango on the way. There's only 2 knights. That mango's dead. Blue's not reacting. Trap them in. Throw some stone walls down. Okay, well. Now we got to run back. But killing that mango buys us a lot of time. Run, Greg. Run. Run, Greg. Faster moving villagers. Pretty great. This could get ugly. Gotta get these guys in the towers and together. Get them all together on the towers. Gotta wall in. Stone walls. Stone walls. Oh, man. Gonna block themselves in with stone walls. This is crazy game. We are ahead of our opponent in Castle Age. We are up in Castle Age here. And this might be working. Ooh, we're losing vills to the knights. We're not reacting. We aren't reacting to the knights killing our vills under the TC. I don't know what we're looking at. We're losing it. Maybe we're looking here. We're losing so many villagers. Oh, this is so bad. It was looking so good, and now it's falling apart. The camels are coming back. Oh, it's still close. It's still savable. It's still savable, guys, but we gotta get into our TC and away from the knights. Oh my God. No, we cannot lose more. Please, we cannot lose more. We're getting attacked by a lion. 5 vills back. It could honestly, if you told me 5 vills back in Castle Age, I'd be like, okay. We need walls. We need something. Ugh. We have more knights that could pop. Okay, we gotta immediately take our army and go to Blue's base. That's right. This is why. Go eat that wood line. If red goes to this wood line, guys. Red goes to this wood line. Go to the 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 wood line. Yes. Go to the wood line. Go to the wood line. Let's fucking go. Holy shit. Come on, Red. Go to the wood line. No, don't run under the TC. No, why? Why? Why are we? Why? No. Wow.
Well, we're boned.
It was. You tried, Fortune Finder. And it still, honestly, might even be somehow still playable. But, we need to clear this up. And lock it down. Maybe sell our stone. The game could have been over, though. That would have ended the game. Imagine if the blue had 10 less villagers even right now. Game would be over. It's close. Is blue idling their blue's just idling the crap out of their TC. Ah, we do have a second town center over here. Red's getting close to a castle drop, yes. But where do you drop? Do you drop it here? Middle of all the towers? Do you just go into your opponent's base? Might work too.
Yeah?
Drop it on the enemy's wood. That'd be good. Right here. Drop into all enemy T's. Just delete 3 farms with your villagers and drop it right there. You can put it right there. Nah, just literally, you don't even need to do that. Just maybe 1 farm. Delete it right there. Right there. Full send every piece of army and all your vills right there and end the game. A 4th town center. Blue. That's greedy. Vills are actually even right now. Mango's gonna pop. Blue is going to try to do a siege push. Okay, it's not terrible. If it doesn't die, of course. It needs to not die, and the towers do range a good portion of the vills trying to build it. Red probably feels like, oh, if I drop this to be fair, if they drop this castle, they should get a lot of res for it, so. The mango is here, though. And the vills are already weak. No, you gotta build, you gotta build, you gotta build. Oh my goodness. Build. You gotta build. Blue, you have to commit and ignore the villagers. Blue, you gotta ignore the vills. Oh, we have a second mango? No. Castle goes up.
Well,
There are 6 guard towers to clear up with this castle. Problem with this castle is a lot of our economy is still wide open to pressure. And if blue keeps attacking, it might get bad. But blue might see the castle and go, oh no. Back off, and in which case red might be a lot better. We're going to try to raid underneath the TCs with our camels again. My soul is leaving my body and is spinning wildly around some sort of sharpened stick.
Azul.
And down will go the Mangonel. This castle achieves nothing. Red can migrate his eager to the side and forward castle. Yep, there's other places. We could just take gold there or maybe even here. We could have gone forwards and then just been getting res around our forwards castle. It does shut the push that blue had down, though. There's a lot of buildings here that are all going to get destroyed. And blue's fairly undefended at home, so it does also open up a push to if we run into blue's base. I think we need knights. I don't know why we're going camels. Why are we going camels, guys? In case of war wagons, we need knights. Basically, the question you should ask yourself is, can I go knights? And if the answer is yes, then you go knights. If making knights will not kill you, then you make the knights instead of the camels, because the only thing a camel should be used for is to counter knights. And even then, you should be using the camels as a bridge to get into another unit. Because they can't do anything. They suck. Now, this could have been real bad. It could still be pretty bad. 1 mango shot for Fortune Finder connects with a good portion of the vills. And this might fall apart for blue. Could this mango combo get it done? Blue coming out to fight the Mangonel with villagers. The mangoes are not being microed very well, and we're going to lose potentially both of them for not much. Shots on the vills would be nice with the mangoes at the very least. But blue did a really good job of smashing that castle up. We got a few vills for all of that, but not very many. On the other hand, you could argue it was a lot, because, I mean, blue's 4 TC, red is 2, now adding a 3rd, and yet the vill count is basically even. Red currently 4 in front, although 1 vill cycle will change that. Eco KD is amazing, though. Yes. Red has played exceptionally well. A lot of people said this one would be impossible. I kind of knew that it was going to be possible, to be honest. I've seen people win from horrible, horrible positions. I think this is more possible than most people will realize at lower elos. Yep, all the bounties are possible at low elos. Yep, I 100% agree with that. Currently 7 vills ahead. On the way to Imp. Oh man, if Red goes Imp here in a second. I think you go Imp and Cavalier. You do not go Camel Archer against War Wagon. Gotta go Imp Cavalier or maybe Heavy Camel. But I don't like going Heavy Camel into someone that already has... I don't want to go Camel into someone that's going Pikes already. Another castle is going to go down for blue. The question is where. What? Are you guys... What? No. They counter War Wagons? I say this as someone who's played like 1,400 games of the Berbers. Are you serious? They counter War Wagons? They eat them. What about if they don't attack them? Do they eat them then? Yeah, but War Wagons are cavalry archers with 9 bajillion pierce armor. I wouldn't think that the camel archers would even counter them. I'm actually stupefied right now that I can't even... I'm not even focused on the castle drop that just happened. I'm stunned at the moment. The number of times I've been up against a Korean opponent and been like, what do I do? I mean, it makes sense it makes sense that they're cavalry archers, and so camel archers get a bonus against them. I agree. I understand that makes sense for sure. But I'm still just a little stupefied by the reality of it. Queuing Phi Mangonels. Why? Go Imp. And 6 monks. Don't forget the 6 monks. Yeah, you go Imp and you get Cavalier. And that'll eat even the pikemen. Cavalier, camel. Oh, I guess no, actually. I take it back. I guess you get camel archers since they counter those. I'm still saying Cavalier like I'm just so that's just my brain is just like it's like shooting sparks into space. I don't know what these are for, but they're making me worried. Could we see the illustrious janitors come to no, they're gonna be skirms. Okay. Skirms don't really work against War Wagons. Did you know that camel archers actually, believe it or not, because they're camels, they counter knights, because camels counter knights and they're camel archers. So they also get bonus damage against knights. One time I started a massive argument in my chat over that subject. I know it's wrong. That's incorrect what I just said. I apologize. Camel archers. So we learned that camel archers counter War Wagons. Camel archers, for the record, do not counter knights. The Mangonels did okay against the War Wagons, but only okay. Feels like they should do better, but they don't. They do kind of counter knights, yeah, but they don't have a bonus damage against them. Okay, but where are the trade cards? No, they're not doing trade cards. They're doing delete starting Vills and Scout and win. Which you wouldn't even be able to tell at this point, except I guess Blue's going up earlier. You guys want to check the stats for res collected since that fight's over now? Wow. But we know who should win this game. Honestly, I hate to say it, I'm not going to put this at Fortune Finder's feet. But if he loses this game, it's a bit of a throw. With that amount of res collected advantage, it's a bit of a throw if you You should be dominating in a game like that. So we look at the KD. We also have winning KD and winning eco KD. I honestly have no fucking idea how blue is in the game and has imp. What are our 18 skirmishers doing? It was painful, Emperor. That's why I had to stop paying attention to the lack of clicking up to imp. I can't sit here yelling, go up to imp every game. What is blue gonna do when they get to Imperial Age? Will blue just fold and die here, maybe? Check blue's eco upgrades. That's the reason. I just checked the income of... I just checked the total income Emperor Alison, and red has like 10,000 more resources. Look at that. They are feudal skirms. They have Bodkin, but they don't have elite. We don't have elite skirmisher. They're just regular old skirmishers. You want red to lose? You trained your strat for this one? Oh no! This was the one you trained for, huh? Mass idols, yep. Check the worker efficiency. Blue's worker efficiency is much worse. I don't know how we have this resource imbalance. Oh god, blue does not have handcart. Begun the Treb Wars have. What is Red's army doing? And what are these? Guys, stop looking at the pretty rocks. Attackage. 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 Is there an attackage? Better TTV emote? Checking right now. Well, red isn't attackage. There is no attackage. Dad, someone make one. If you make an attackage emote, I'll make a Grath attackage. Reject castle upgrade. Embrace rocks. Magical Blizzard Wizard, how you doing? Yo, that's my favorite type of wizard. Okay. The wizard wouldn't talk. Stream Deck is potatoing. There's a lot going on. It's a bit of a messy game, but the War Wagons are going to come out and try and get rid of this trebuchet that's currently pushing Blue's most forward castle. While this is going on, Blue's building a second castle off to the side here. There you go. That's close, Shaggy Walk. And will the Cavalier... I mean, I feel like full Cavalier spam and we can do this. We just got to get a giant pile of them in one location. The halves are out for blue. And blue calls it. What? Blue calls the GG. I guess they felt like they were going to lose their castle. And that is a bounty claimed. Fortune Finder deletes Vills and starting scout and wins for the bounty. And that is our first claimed bounty of the day. After 8 hours. GG, well played.
Finally!
And the army high was pretty huge there. Bounty with an with an asterisk. Fortune Finder, people are salty because all the way back at the beginning of the game, you cheated, arguably. You built houses.
Nice. Nice.
You built
Nice.
houses.
Nice.
You understand?
Nice.
This is not allowed. But because that was the only thing that you did wrong, and you're still 4 vills back and your scout back, we decided to allow it because it's just houses. So whatever. All right. So that's why people are going to say asterisk and you're cheating. I personally think it's fine. We got what we wanted. And you will get your $20. I played my bounty claimed button, okay? Look, I'll push it again to make it feel better. Plus, you did it before the ad started, which is going to start now. Thanks, Twitch. I just want to push the sick button.